This incident happened about 4 or 5 years ago. It was winter in our village. Thick fog covered everything. After sunset, the roads were hard to see. An elderly woman from our village passed away. Everyone called her Kalama. She was very old. She never had problems with anyone. She lived alone and was known as a quiet, peaceful person. She died shortly after the Maghrib prayer. According to village customs, it was decided not to delay the burial. We would bury her after the Isha prayer. I was young at the time. Along with 5 or 6 other villagers, I also went to the graveyard. The graveyard was at the very edge of the village. Paddy fields surrounded it. A large jackfruit tree stood nearby. The place already felt frightening at night. As we started walking with the body on our shoulders, light fog filled the air. Everything was silent. Only the sound of footsteps could be heard, and sometimes someone coughing. When we reached the graveyard, the first unusual thing caught my attention. There were no birds making any sound. Usually at night you can hear crickets. That night, it was completely silent. We started digging the grave. I was cutting the soil when I suddenly felt something strange. The ground felt unusually hard. This was a village graveyard. Many graves had been dug here before. I had never felt soil this hard. One man said, "Is the soil dry?" No one answered. The grave was almost ready when the man holding the body suddenly said, "Brother, it feels like the body just moved." We all looked. The body had not moved, but the burial shroud had slightly risen. Everyone went silent. An elderly man said, "It's just the air. Don't be afraid." But the strange thing was, there was no wind at all that night. The body was lowered into the grave. I was holding the wooden planks myself. That was when I felt something else. A faint sound was coming from the soil. It's hard to explain if you listened closely. It felt like someone was breathing very slowly. I looked at the man beside me. He whispered, "Can you hear it too?" No one spoke after that. We began covering the grave with soil. As soon as the first shovel of soil fell, a muffled sound came from inside the shroud. No one screamed, but everyone froze. The imam said, "These are just doubts of the mind. Recite prayers." We started again. The grave was almost fully covered when suddenly a dry branch broke and fell from the jackfruit tree beside the grave. No one had touched the tree. The sound in the fog felt as if someone had jumped down. One man said in fear, "Let's finish quickly." After placing the final soil, we stepped back. We began reciting prayers. At that exact moment, the ground near my feet slightly sank. I jumped back. I saw that one corner of the grave had sunk again. Usually, this happens after several days. Here, it happened immediately, without finishing the prayers properly. Everyone left the place quickly. On the way back, no one spoke. Just before entering the village, an elderly man suddenly said, "Before Kalama died," she said, "she didn't like being alone at night." He had never told anyone this before. That night, I couldn't sleep. And the most frightening part, the next morning, a shepherd who passed by the graveyard said he saw someone sitting near the grave at dawn. But when he got closer, there was no one there. Even today, no one in our village walks alone near that grave, because more frightening than fear itself is this thought: was what we heard that night really just imagination?